So the old woodsman trade years ago would be somebody that would specialise in the woods, specialising in stripping bark off oak trees to using tanning. So they'd soak the oak bark, and the water there would be used to tan hides from animals, to strengthen it up, toughen it up. They'd scrape off the fat, the inside of the fat, and that was the trade. And then the coppice trees, so they climb up them and they take the tops off. Sorry, that's pollarding. They pollard the tops, or they coppice them, take them down low to probably 3 or 4 foot above the ground, and then they'd re-sprout over years. And then and remember, all this was done with hand saws. There was no chainsaws, so big hand saws. I used to have one actually in an old small holding I had up in Scotland. Huge big hand saw for cutting trees, usually a 2-person job. And then also charcoal burning as well. So burning of wood very, very slowly in piles. It was a really skilled job to make small sticks that were ready then to be used in furnaces in the steel industry, to make charcoal. I mean, they use it, obviously nowadays they use it for drawing, don't they? And that's about its only use, I think, nowadays in Britain. But that sort of industry could be revived. And then just the thinning and the management, and also, it was like a farmer, a woodsman out in the woods. They knew intimately what was going off in the wood, and that's why I document Sheephouse Wood so regularly, because I want to be intimately connected to it. I'm never going to be able to own it, and I always say on these videos, if we do get together as a collective of people, subscribers and people that are interested and want to buy a small woodland, we can look at that in the future. I keep pushing for that, and I'm always looking for funding, but again, it would need to be managed well and thinned out. See, there's a lot of thinnings here that a woodsman wouldn't leave. All these trees here are struggling for light, and most of them probably will die. You can see that they're struggling. They've just about managed to fill that gap in the canopy there. You may get one, that oak looks like it might, but that other oak in the middle, these other ones here, there's probably about 6 or 7 there that are just going to die in the next few years. They're not going to make it to maturity. So I'm surprised with the volume of deer that we get around here, actually, that those haven't been chewed down at a younger age. So yeah, the woodsman's role, and they'd have a little hut in the wood, they'd stay here, they'd be managing the charcoal piles, so they'd need to be around like a shepherd managing its sheep. Would need to be around, so you'd have your shepherd huts with a little stove inside to keep warm, and somewhere to sleep when they were lambing.